Hey guys, welcome back to Mo Perspective. Thing that I like to dig a little deeper into and just provide my opinion based on it. If you guys do like what you hear, go ahead and hit the like button. You can always subscribe to my channel, or if you're more so inclined, you can always leave a comment below whether you agree, disagree, or add content to what was already further discussed. So, let's go ahead and get started. Today, I am going to be discussing one of the most profound quotes I have ever heard. I started listening to a audiobook by John C. Maxwell titled How Successful People Think. Change your thinking, change your life. And so let me just go ahead and read the quote real quick and then we'll dig a little bit into it. So the quote says, "Only by putting your daily activities in the context of the big picture will you be able to stay on target." And then the next part says, and this is a quote, "You've got to think about big things while you're doing small things so that all the small things go in the right direction." And that quote is by a guy named Alvin Toffler. But this was stated in the book How Successful People Think, Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life by John C. Maxwell. And this book came out in 2009, but I'm telling you what, this quote stopped me in my tracks and I had to go ahead and just put out a little video real quick about it. So basically, what I got out of it is that in order to stay on target with your goal, whatever your big picture is, you already have to have an end date. Okay? You must have a target date. You have to be able to see yourself launching whatever it is that you want to do by a specific time. And when your daily activities align with what your end goal is, you're more than likely to accomplish whatever your bigger picture, aka the end goal, is. So to me, that also implies that those who fail to stay on target will have a harder time accomplishing their big picture. Of course, I would imagine basic life situations, family, work, etc. could all be factors and distractions into hindering somebody with goals to get to that point. However, if you have a target date, sometimes a lot of those distractions and a lot of those heartaches and things that are going to come along with just living life and just being a human, those things are not going to stop you if you have a goal and an end date and you are committed to it. So like I said, this was one of the most profound quotes that I'd ever heard. My question though would be, what is the right direction? Alvin Toffler said, you've got to think about big things while you're doing small things so that all the small things go in the right direction. So what's the right direction? Bad decisions that we've made and learn from it so that we can help others not do it, or perhaps just take those struggles and turn those struggles and failures into life learned lessons, or is the right direction just all the little things that we're doing eventually simultaneously working will eventually come together because the goal has always been known. So all of those things working together, all those small things that we do will eventually come together, and then that will produce our bigger picture, which is the end goal. So this quote made me think of my bigger picture, and I have several, but one of them is just being able to raise my son to be strong, intelligent, aware, and successful. I want to be able to witness him create legacy through knowledge and having children. So I look at the small things like taking him to karate twice a week for 30 minutes, or reading to him every evening before bed, or simply listening to him ramble about nothing for 5 minutes. Those are all really small things, especially to kids. Now, to us parents, after a long day at work, dealing with other people, a commute, still have to make dinner, etc., those acts can be a sacrifice, but in the grand scheme of things, we do them because we want our kids to be productive members of society, right? And eventually, all of those acts will work together and create a beautiful, emotionally intelligent child who can function in society without coming back home, right? We don't sacrifice a lot of things for our kids because we want to just see them happy. Yes, we want our kids to be happy and live in a nice, loving environment and all that good stuff. But, I need for my child to be able to make enough money to not come home once he's graduated college because I've already cleared his room and turned it into a sex dungeon. Okay? So that's my bigger picture. So that's how I see that second statement making an impact, because if we're doing all of the things that we need to in order to eventually accomplish the goal, they have to be something that we tackle and sacrifice and work towards every single day. It's not something that's just going to happen. I feel like a lot of us these days want instant success and instant gratification. And for those who are successful right now, they did not get that. Some people, yes, were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They were given a lot of opportunities. But for those of us, which is at least 75-85% of us that did not grow up that way, we have to do what we have to do in order to make our goals come to fruition, and working on them every single day, investing a small amount of time every single day in order to get to the end goal is definitely worth the sacrifice.